Hey, what's up everybody? Frank Valkyria, welcome to my channel. Today we're doing another special video on a band that actually I did only one reaction. Long time ago actually. Maybe a year ago or so. You guys asked me to check this band from Hong Kong. And I did. And for whatever reason in the last period I started to get, in the last week, I started to get a ton of comment on the video and a lot of reaction in the comments and messages from you guys because they're they're remembering the frontman and the singer of the band, which unfortunately passed away. And I thought, when I read the message, I thought that he passed away now. But in fact, this already happened, I think, in '93, unfortunately. He had an accident on stage. But they were remembering him and his legacy. So I thought, you know what, we gotta explore more of this. Let's explore it together. It's my absolute pleasure also to share and reach another audience in China, Hong Kong in this case. So thank you so much for this suggestion. And if I'm not mistaken, this song is called The Great Wall and From Beyond. Let's check it together. All right. Super excited about this. Snow. Warner Music everywhere, of course. Please, Warner Music, don't stop the video. We are sharing the love. Take the money, let us share the love. You know what? Okay, for those of you that don't know me, usually we tend to be a little bit comedic on the channel here, so don't take things too seriously, yeah? Just as a disclaimer. I'm looking at this guy and he's like, why am I the only one without something that I can hold on to? Eh? And then I'm thinking, you know what? You're lucky, because the other dude is holding a metal guitar that in this cold, probably it's not that cozy. I like this synth coming in though. And I also love the new wave jackets. All right. Hey, that's not fair. That's not fair. I was doing, I was preparing to make another video for my Brazilian audience, and I thought, okay, maybe, my Hong Kong audience here, they're gonna think I'm crazy. And then I'm like, I see, the cool lead singer with the hearing. I cannot miss on this opportunity, okay? He's cool. I want to look like him. Very interesting, because that sound mimics a little bit a more traditional instrument, which I of course don't know the name of, but you know what I mean. There's this type of, maybe it's like a lap guitar or some type of other string instruments, which is perhaps more common in folkloristic music in China and in Hong Kong. If you know, guys, also let me know. It's always nice to expand on those details as well. For the rest, there is an influence of 80s pop rock, and I like his voice already because it's quite unique. Oh wow, exactly. Immediately I felt like, oh wait, he has this quivering in the voice. Reminds me of another singer, because he also has a nice tone, a little bit darker. Not as dark as the singer that I'm just gonna name right now, but you know, there's a nice voice that it's both high and round, not too bright. And I like the quivering that reminds me of the singer from Heroes del Silencio from Spain, super famous in all of Americas, Spanish-speaking countries, maybe a little bit also in Brazil, I don't know actually. You guys, if you're watching, let me know. And yes, there's similar quivering, even though the voice is a little bit darker. I like the whoa, whoa, whoa. Ah, thank you so much for the translation of that. We will never have guessed. And also, again, there's a lot of influence of this 80s rock pop in the music. And, you know, that's fine because that's what was working at the time. But it's so fascinating to see in each country, in each area, how different the little things, you know, about the perception of that genre. I love the styling. When I see the styling, they remind me a little bit of new wave band with this kind of like classy look a little bit, but super cool. I actually have a similar jacket like this, but it's like black and white, like gray and black in stripes, like typical. Hey. It's funny because this part where he sings like this, it really also sounds like a little bit like a traditional song, like a lullaby, you know, like the type of songs, we have seen this before sometimes, the type of songs where you teach kids, you know, when something that is very common for everybody. Ba-da-bum, ba-bum, ba-da-bum, ba-ba, da-da-bum, bum, bum, ba-bum. Actually, when Tyre was nice. Wanna be better. It's that quivering like boombury. And guys, I would love also to read the lyrics. This is much more difficult to get lyrics because the translation is gonna be kind of messy. It's not even the same alphabet, so if you guys have already a good English translation, I would really appreciate that. Would love to read, you know, some of the lyrics. And also, if you guys start to ask for other videos. In the past, we have done some Chinese artists, watching you among some of them. Joshen, also we have done many. But those are modern guys. We know very little about China, very little about Hong Kong. I apologize if I talk one or the other. I say this because I assume, if I'm correct, that now Hong Kong is part of China, but I think maybe in the 80s wasn't yet, right? It was still under British control. That's the right thing to say, but you know what I mean, right? So you never know. You don't want to offend any sensitivity or something, but we really know little about what came out of Hong Kong and also the greater continent around. So it will be fascinating to explore also some of that, because to me at least it's very, very unknown. Oh. So also you see how different also the melodies of the song goes depending on the language, and this is super fascinating, even though there are elements you recognize, and that's great because it makes it at least more relatable in that way. So nice to discover always new bands that for some people are absolutely like a classic, and we just don't know them. This is actually the thing that I love the most to do, discover, because it opens up a completely new awareness of those bands and the relation that people have with them. Yes. Nice, very standard. In that way, like when you listen to a song like this, it almost reminds you a little bit of another, like let's say, more commercial song of Scorpions, for instance. You know, even though the voice doesn't go there, but he has a nice range with the voice. He's peculiar. You can recognize him. It's him because of a little bit of the quivering, and also when he goes up, you know, he does those higher notes, which actually, I think, I mean, I don't think I have the range, honestly, when he does those climb all the way up there. No, 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 no. And he does it. I think he does it with the chest, so it's also very nice. Another guy that used to do that, you know, like you don't think he has this higher range, and then all of a sudden he does those climbs, was Gustavo Cerati from Soda Stereo, actually. Soda Stereo from Argentina. Pretty cool. Guys, it's really difficult to find the music of those guys. I actually had to search for the name of the... Super nice. Super nice. I love this 80s stuff. Guys, it was difficult to find because I needed a name, and of course it was in the, you know, a Mandarin alphabet, I suppose Chinese alphabet. Sorry for the dumbness here. But so if you have other songs which you want me to review and react, please send the link directly to the video so that I can check it out together. And also go check my music or the other videos we have done on them.